Good evening and welcome viewers to Matchfit Entertainment's official coverage on a Monday night. Yes, Monday night. Who would have thunk it? We're back on a Monday night for Rainlight Racing's LMU series. Yes, once again, LMU guys, the Rainlight Racing boys obviously firing up the LMU cars once again, and obviously Matchfit on board as always. I think we're season 16. I think it's round 1. Well, I know it's round 1, and we are at Spa tonight for round 1. You know what I also know? I'm Davo, and right by my side is J-Man. How are you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm 3 seasons behind you, my friend, but however, nonetheless, it is season 13.
Yes,
believe.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
Did I say 16?
We are back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
well, it's like,
So-
mate, you're looking into the future. You're an optimistic guy, so we're all about it.
Always looking forward,
but
J-Man.
yeah-
Always looking forward, brother.
Yeah, but hey, look, these guys been super busy, really constructive behind the scenes
Definitely.
between 12 and 13. Come back better than ever with a fantastic looking format, a fantastic grid here. We do have basically, I think, 8 registered hypers, or maybe 9 registered hypers out there, and then a good field, a good stack of 20 GD3s registered as well. So massive entries here for the season 29. So it's a great effort, and we all know how much energy and effort that takes to get that underway. First cab off the rank, as you can see, we are at Spa, Francorchamps.
Yes, yes, for 60 minutes tonight, J-Man.
Yeah, got a 20-minute qualifying session. Obviously, out at the moment, we get the hypers out first, get the fast guys out there, lay down some serious rubber for 10 minutes, the first 10 of the session, and then we will see that big field of GD3s go at it. So, look, Spa, no stranger to most of you probably watching, and certainly ourselves on the con. So, lots of entertainment expected through Erosion Radion.
Look.
Big under brakes down at the Coombs.
Look, it's all those Spa things, isn't it, J-Man?
Yeah, just the Spa things.
We love it, and we love it. We love it. We love Spa because of it, and it doesn't really matter what you bring here. No. It's always entertaining, but look, this will be stellar. You've already mentioned good turnout for season 13. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will get it right. Season 13 here for Rainlight Racing. Obviously, with the regular, guys coming on board, the affiliates, obviously in SimBlacks and ourselves, of course. Bringing it to you live here on the internet tonight. A little bit of
early nerves, maybe between Hayden Tegg.
You think so?
And maybe Robert Mitchell early, and see Tegg was up behind Mitchell and just lost the rear, just trying to generate some temperature into those tyres. Came up pretty early in the piece for me on my data, so Tegg probably recorded. Now, I don't know if it was the first yellow flag, maybe the 4th. They're going to come thick and fast here. We know what this place is like.
We do. And there was definitely a couple of yellows already. And look, we know from already watching these guys over the last couple of seasons, these hypers, it does take a couple of laps, doesn't it, to get the tyres up to temp before they can really go hard at them. And with these... This qualifying format, J-Man, they don't really have a hell of a lot of time, do they?
No, look, they're going to have to literally get that first one down. But even just looking here, Benjamin Weir already still trying to generate some temp into those tyres. However, Chris Fraser already right into it. Sector 1 goes in there with a 33.4. So only guy, oh no, I tell a light now, Dixon in there with a good sector in sector 1 as well. So yeah, look, they're going to have to lay this one down and try and get it done. And that clock is ticking. We can already see it, 6:23 left in the session for these guys here. Obviously across the line late, they'll still get to press on for that extra lap as long as they're across the line. And just take a moment just to welcome everybody in the chat as well. So the regulars tuning in, good to see Wally.
Oh, yes.
Sue tuning back in again, obviously Maddie. Mr. Biscuit in Texas. Good to see you all back, and I hope you enjoy this one. First one out, there'll be plenty of nerves, plenty of built-up expectations, one would say, and we'll see how this one shapes out. But plenty of race circuit out there for these guys to get the first one under the belt in 60 minutes. Good amount of time as well for them to settle into their racing tonight.
Yeah, definitely with a good, healthy showing from the Hypers as well, J-Man, is going to make things interesting. So, what have we got? 7 on track here tonight? Ben Collins, Benjamin Weir, Chris Fraser, George Goddard, Hayden Tagg, Lee Perkins, Fratolino, and Nathan Bewley, Robbie Mitchell, maybe not Fratolino, but Robbie Mitchell and Will Dixon, all in that mix, J-Man. So, yeah, good, solid hypercar field here tonight. Awesome stuff.
Yep. And what do we got? A little bit of light cloud hanging around. What do we got? 19 degrees, evolving grip, 35.9 track temp by the look of it. So, pretty good conditions out there, making plenty of lap speed, plenty of horsepower. And we did watch the practice session earlier on, and recording speeds north of 305 to 308 k an hour for some of these cars. Obviously, Hyper's well represented, Davo, this season. Quick rundown as you're picking up the data there on those guys. We do have Goddard in a Peugeot 9x8. We've got Bewley in an Alpine, another Peugeot for Teg. Porsche 963 for Robbie Mitchell. Lee Perkins runs a BMW Hybrid V8 M Series. The Genesis for Chris Fraser. So it's a new one for us, I think. Cadillac for...
Yeah, let's get our eyes on this. This is the Genesis. Yes, it's a brand that we look. Nobody. We haven't called it, have we? Over the last couple of seasons. So yeah, that's a new one.
So. Will Dixon, he's rocking the Cadillac V, the LMDH. Another Alpine for Benjamin Weir, and then Michele, Michael, I'm not sure. Michele, I'm going to say Fratolino is rocking the Ferrari 499p. So a little bit of insight to the drivers and what they're up to.
Absolutely.
As far as...
Absolutely, and a good representation, J-Man, across the field there. So, look, we've got a good mix across the brands, which is awesome. There's a few guys rocking the Peugeot, which is okay. That's okay. Awesome stuff.
Oof, 2019 for Nathan Bewley. We were commenting earlier, Davo, just off a camera, how we could see the better part of 17, 18 seconds difference between a Hyper and a GT3 lap time. And once again, I think previous seasons gone by, we've sort of seen that 12 to 14 odd minutes likelihood to see those guys come around and just give their fellow racers a bit of a wave by as they go on by. And I don't suspect this will be too much different this season. Obviously, different tracks lend themselves to a slightly different variation of what times they'll be coming through the field. So you do the math, 60-minute race, likelihood they're going to pass them somewhere every quarter of an hour. They will get to see.
Yeah, I'd expect so. That's right. We timed this stuff before. I think we might have even put a wager on
we might have. I'm going to go straight off the bat and say
go 15.
Well, I'm actually going to say it. They're going to be there at 14 minutes. I mean, there's probably better mathematicians
I'm going
tuned
13.
into us already, mate. And
I'm going 13.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that would be good. So Matty Clark typing in as he's waiting for his opportunity in another minute and 40 seconds. We get that car ready to head on out. And,
yes. The GT3 boys will be getting a little bit nervy now. Obviously, they're sitting back. They're watching that. They're watching the live stream here as we talk. Obviously, plenty of comments coming through, and thank you, you legends, for tuning into the stream. But they are all getting G'd up, aren't they, here for their go at. And there is quite a few of them there too, J-Man. ready to have a crack at it. So those boys will be nervous, double checking everything. The boys that have put the hours in and the laps in throughout the week, and even if it's not at Spa, just getting that car set up, getting that car choice. This is the first round, J-Man. You know, like and that car choice is critical, isn't it? And you know that as well as I do.
Yep, just a heads up, Nathan Bewley crossed the line with just under 50 seconds to go, so he'll get this one, and that's important on a 2:01.9 with George Goddard in there on a 2:01.8. Georgie, where is he? He is... Okay, likelihood that he gets around... we'll just see what he is in. He's a minute 20 into it, 2 minute just over lap. He's probably not, no, he's not going to get there. So this will be Georgie's last one, and he's on a couple of sectors that don't meet his personal best. So it'll be watch the space with Bewley. Sector 1, not that flash for Bewley. Try and pick up on some of the other guys out there at the moment. Also, I think good portion of the hypers now definitely on their final lap as the time has clicked down. So if they didn't start it already, it is done. For the hypers, Ben Collins already parked that thing by the look of it. Benjamin Weir, he is into his lap as well. Personal best, sector 1. Might just stick with these boys for a little bit as the GD3s look to get underway and get their opening lap. But Lee Perkins currently 9th out of the GD3s, so 9 out of the hypers, sorry, so that 9 out there at the moment. Lee Perkins rocking that BMW. So we do have provisionally Peugeot on the top spot. Yeah, Bewley second sector. Quite a match his previous as well. And loops it out of the final turn.
Tricky stuff. Cameron's only just rolled back to him just then on the final corner there, J-Man, and just caught him with a little loop.
And yeah, so George Goddard, see him in the chat there. Beautiful lap, my friend. 2:01.878. You'd have to be happy with that. Good to see you in the hyper.
Absolutely.
For another season into it. It's a beautiful lap. Well done, mate.
As the Matthew Clark leads the GT3s out on track. The first, and Matthew Clark in a Porsche, mind you, too, J-Man, here for this season. But look, was sitting patiently waiting at the end of the pit lane there.
Yeah, interesting choice too. Gunther Rowe giving the Cadillac another shot. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes in that.
Yep.
Is Hendo in as well? Not the Nathan variant, I don't believe, Wally. However, Ian
Hendo around
Henderson.
for a few seasons, I don't think.
No, Ian Henderson, though, we were commenting about this car, the number 70 car. It's a Inception inspired McLaren.
Yep.
So welcome aboard, Ian Henderson. Good to see you on the grid.
Absolutely. Nicely turned out car to, mind you, J-Man. So let's. We got in the pit still. Aiden Kaperki in one of the Fords. Ben Goebel in a Ford as well. Goebel, nice work, Ben. Dylan Jordan, J-Man, in one of those Inception cars as well. Gunther. Have a look at this thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a full sticker bomb on the Corvette for Gunther Grove. Harry Lawrence just rolling out of the pit lane. And I don't have to tell you what that is. That is the big bad Mercedes-Benz. Nice work. And yeah, keep an eye on Lawrence. Ian Henderson, like we were just talking about, in McLaren. Isaac Ichikawa, J-Man, in a Mustang. Yeah.
Yeah, racy as well. So there's some guys coming off the back of season 12 form as well, mate. And Matty Clark, Ichikara also one of them. We've seen another one of them who was very, very good late in the piece last season. Georgie Goddard's gone to obviously the hyper, but
Yeah,
hey, look, plenty going on out there, and just a
definitely.
little bit of confusion in the outlaps as well. So there's some guys that we're looking to press on quite hard, obviously in the name of timing and tyre temperature. And I think my pickup was actually Morgan Gibbs and Noah Reid, maybe with a little bit of contact on that cycle up lap there. A little bit of confusion as they came. I think maybe somewhere between Campus and Stavelot there, and maybe caught up the field and might have just got a little bit away on them. So hopefully they're not carrying too much damage as we embark on these hot laps. We're going to see some of these good times really coming through.
Ken Wister rocking one of the Tokyo taxis, the Lexi, and of the Castrol variety too, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice looking. Makalos in one of those Inception black and red McLarens. J-Man, you pointed out to me before you actually like this car. I like it as well. Martin Richardson in the Lambo. Matty Clark, we've already talked about in the Porsche. Morgan Gibbs in a taxi as well. Rocking the 777 number. Noah Reid, J-Man, in a fancy looking Porsche. PD, Pete Dawson, always Povpak white. He's probably just got a bit of sim. He does have a bit of sim black stuff on that, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's a Matchfit sticker or two on that as well. So go PD. Always rooting for PD as well. Shane Frodo in the Merc. I don't mind this car actually. This particular colour, very Mercedes-Benz. That's platinum gold, silver, should I say, with a little bit of yellow livery thrown in there. So work. And as always, as we round out here on our little breakdown, there is the official number 43 famous Crossy Simblax Aston Martin. So nice work, Steve Crossland, rocking the Simblax car and the Aston. I think he was in the Aston last season as well. So nice work, J-Man. What are you looking at there, brother?
Yeah, bit of rinse and repeat for the 43 car. He's sort of certainly at times had a real handle on it. Very accomplished in that car now. So I was looking at Harry Lawrence, to be honest with you, talking all things Mercedes and platinum silver and stuff, and I just thought I'll check in with a very, very fast Harry Lawrence. We know the performances that Harry can put on, and good to see Harry back on a Monday night in the 93 car, and that thing is rocking a pretty cool paint scheme as well. And look for that car to feature in qualifying, but very much in the race. We know the goods. And I was going to mention as well, they all went in there on around 2-minute 20s when the top boys did, and I was expecting those times to drop, and very quickly Matty Clark at an 18.8. Good to see Shane Fodderdo giving the LMU platform a bit of love as well, and he goes in there, shares provisionally what'll be row 5 or the front row with row 6, sorry.
So pretty much the front row of the GT3s there, J-Man, yes. Yeah, nice work.
And Ichikawa, you called it to the top, 18.7. Got the Mustang on the mission. Martin Richards. Good to see Lamborghini, the 13 car out there. New name for us is Martin Richards, new sign up here. And he is just put Shane Fodderdo for third in class. 12th outright at the moment, so still plenty to play as we got the clock winding down. Minute 35 left to run on this qualifying session. It's gonna get good, and I tell you what, still a lot of cars, I think, with another lap in them yet.
Yeah.
Ichikawa now magenta sector 1, so he's going even faster.
Yeah, car solid. Actually, I'm just picking up on what George Goddard's comments there. It's just like, I'll just watch that Isaac Ichikawa, a weapon, one lap pace unbelievable. So, no, we don't doubt that. Big fan, part of the Matchfit Entertainment team, actually.
Noah
J-Man.
Reed enters the chat in
Oh,
the
wow.
Porsche.
Well, thanks for coming.
New sign up again. So the boys have come to play. So the Rainlight Racing Grid have been, the admin team have been super successful in the off-season recruiting and getting, some new sign-ups here. And I tell you what, there'll be a few old heads that'll be a bit of soul searching, a bit of scratching, and who have we signed up here and how well do they go? Well, we're all about to find out. I think everyone on the grid, plus the comms team and the spectators. So 18.7, 1.6 for Reed. Ichikawa, though, he's coming. Personal best sector 1, session best sector 2. He's about to finish the lap. This will be his last one as he approaches the bus stop chicane with 5 seconds to remain. Big bounce off the curb there in the first part of it. Gets the car exited nicely. Coming up, needs to go maybe an 18.6. And he gets an 18.5. Beautiful lap. It was all done in the middle because sector 3 was not even his personal best.
No.
However, Noah Reed's not done because he is on a couple of personal bests himself for this lap, and he's about to finish the lap as well. Just comes through Blanchimont, heading down to the chicane. He's got Jordan and Dugdale ahead of him, so look for improvements from those two as well. This is finishing to be a good lap here for Noah Reed. Can he take it to the top? Yes, he can. 18.451 goes to the top.
Whoa. What? These times, J-Man. Wow.
Very, very fast.
Hey?
So, just watching who's still out there. We've still got
Gunther Rowe.
Matty Clark, Gunther Rowe. Matty Clark, personal best, sector 1. Not his best effort through sector 2.
Buttado still on track. J-Man, as I think, not bosses. Who else was that noticed? Ben Coble.
Matty Clark, what can he do? Currently sitting for third in class. Looks good. 18.737 is an improvement. Just not enough. Gunther Rowe with a 19 flat. So we've got Pete Dawson and Ben Goebel to finish the lap. Pete good in sector 1.
Buttado as well, J-Man. Just sneaking through. He's just going to do a little bit of sneaky practice pit stop. Why not?
Pete Dawson moves up a spot, goes P6 in class.
Oh, nice work from PD there, J-Man. Awesome stuff. So I think, is that everybody on? Yes, I think we got everybody off track. And now, ladies and gentlemen, so nice work to the boys. J-Man, wow, what a way to kick off the season. Some quality qualifying there, particularly in the GT3 field, to be honest. And a good amount of hypercars in this race as well. So this is going to be an interesting race. I think Spa, perfect place to kick season 13 off, J-Man, with this many hypers and a very healthy field of GT3s. This is going to be exciting.
Yep. Definitely going to be a good opener for the season. And like I said, some new signings. I think, like I said, Noah Reed enters the chat. Also,
oh yeah, he's just like
Martin
he invited
Richards.
himself. He's just like, here you go. He's on it. There is the calendar, actually, ladies and gentlemen. So we're kicking off here tonight for round 1 at Spa. Barcelona next week, and then Qatar. is it Bahrain, Le Mans, Imola, Fuji, Sebring, and look, the race lengths actually vary a little bit there. Le Mans, obviously, a little bit of a longer race there, and we applaud that. And then back to a sort of a semi-longer race, an hour and 15 minutes for Imola, Fuji, Sebring, Interlagos, and Silverstone. So awesome stuff. We are going to obviously thank everybody involved, obviously the Rain Light Racing crew and all the drivers for putting on what is going to be just an amazing spectacle. And if you want to get involved, scan that QR code and just jump on over there to their Discord and get amongst that. And if you want to support everything that Matchfit's doing, we are streaming also over at Supercars NZ with their Porsche Cup Series. So scan that little QR code if you want to sign up and do some awesome iRacing as well. Also got a V8 Supercar Series going on over at Supercars NZ. And look, while you got your phone out, ladies and gentlemen, scan that code because you too could win that awesome prize. Brought to you by GAMAFLARE, Matchfit Entertainment, SIMRACING on board with that one as well, and Mozza Racing. So awesome stuff, free to enter. I think it's drawn early July or something, or late June or something for that. But yeah, free to join up. And the only way you can see that QR code is in one of the Matchfit streams live. So awesome stuff. Get your phones out, scan that code and get involved with that. We are going to thank obviously GAMAFLARE again for keeping the cogs turning here at Matchfit Entertainment as we bring this all to you live, ladies and gentlemen, here for the Rain Light Racing LMU Series 13. I think I got it right that time. J-Man, round 1 here at Spa. And yeah, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be awesome. Look, lights are on. Oh my! It's going to start in the dark. So don't go anywhere. This is going to be a spectacle, J-Man.
Yeah, and look, starting off, like cloud 15.1 degrees gives us a track temp around 10.3 degrees, so pretty cold out there at the moment. Be a bit of scrambling towards the tyre pressures, I would think
so?
However, yeah, predictive, we're going to make 2 or 3 degrees over the next 10 to 15 minutes and probably end up somewhere around about 22 degrees. So look, it is evolving. I'm not sure. We're just having a look at the race timer there. Just try and get a read on. Okay. Yeah, track degrees, 10 degrees, 15 air. Oh, it's cold, and it is effectively just heading towards 20 past 5 in the morning here, hence why we'll just develop a little bit of track temp as we head towards the 6 o'clock in the morning mark. So pretty cool stuff. Like I said, applaud Rain Light Racing for the structure that they're undertaking, and this is a great start. Spa in the dark, and obviously we're going to see some great scenes with the sun coming up, Dave-O.
Absolutely.
Big field. And
it is a good solid field here, J-Man. This is going to be specky. Here we go. Green lights. Green lights. Hypers keeping it clean through 1. J, nice work from the boys. But all starts getting serious pretty quickly into a rouge. They're side by side. Can you do that? No, you can't, because that's what happens
Yeah.
And we got 2 cars off immediately.
Yeah, we got Georgie Goddard and Chris Fraser already succumbing to Erouge Radion. And that just allows Noah Reid and Ichikawa at least to sail on through. And we got Gunther Rowe in the caddy, looking to put pressure early on Isaac. So that is the GT3s. However, at the front, nice getaway for Nathan Bewley after that little over there through Erouge. So he's just got a nice little air gap already.
Deary, mate.
Excuse me.
Let's see if we can actually pick up on a little bit of a sneaky replay of this. Oh, that was just the overtake. You can see what's going on in the background there. So nice work for the boys to get past, but crazy stuff. It's the Spa thing we were talking about, J-Man. It's 100% that. And it continues on. So those guys obviously recovering and having to just sort of weave their way through this GT3 field at the moment. They must be careful. And these guys must be careful of them as well. So Costas Macron, it's who is it? It's actually Robbie Mitchell that's trying to sneak his way back through the... Okay, who you got on there, Jamie?
Well, I actually had eyes on Clark and Rowe, and they've got the Robbie Mitchell car trying to come back through. And strengths and weaknesses, you know, these cars are incredibly fast in a straight line. They've got great aero packages, but there's still portions of the racetrack where the GT3s are very, very aero gripped up.
They are.
And you could just see it there. He looked to try and make a move on Matty Clark and Gunther Rowe through Blanchimont, and it just wasn't as easy. It actually compromised Matty Clark more than it did Gunther Rowe, and he comes down as it almost looks like contact.
Oh, there was definitely contact,
Lassource turn 1 between Mitchell and Rowe.
Wow, Jamie.
Yeah, so nice little battle going on. Benjamin Weir, Lee Perkins, and also Chris Fraser looking to put a move on, and he does around the outside of Benjamin Weir. It was tight stuff there, and that was in and out of Lacoombs.
Just picking up on that now, actually. So had the run up the hill, easily had the pace. Has a quick, big look, and it was only a mistake from Weir there that allowed him through. So
beautiful standing lap there for Noah Reid. I'm just going to pick on the GT3s for a second. 2:28.5. Next best was Ichikawa, 29.9. Gunther Rowe was a 31.1, and Matty Clark was a 32.6. So obviously, by the way of a little bit of traffic dealing with each other there, but Noah Reid's going to take a bit of catching at the moment already, out to a 2-second lead over Isaac Ichikawa, and a little bit of that is traffic, with obviously trying to just deal with the hypers coming back through Robbie Mitchell and Benjamin Weir, George Goddard. But however, some of it is just on outright pace, as we're seeing him go personal best. Nathan Bewley in the hypers, however, Davo, literally really good clean set of heels at the moment out there. Lays down a nice early 2:05. Dixon's followed suit, so has Ben Collins. And then we go into the 06s, 07s for Hayden Teagley, Perkins, and a recovering Goddard and Robbie Mitchell as well. So just not quite up to speed yet. And I did notice that even lap 2, the hyper's still searching for some grip. And Gunther Rowe down a long way. I'm not sure. Did you pick up on the Gunther Rowe?
So was that Rowe in the wall there earlier? I'm not sure. I said you see a GT car.
I'll just go and have a pick up on that. And, he was ahead of Matty Clark.
So I think I saw the road car. Maybe it was still dark. So we've got the sun coming up actually now, J-Man.
Yeah.
So a little bit easier to make out some of these, particularly the cars here. But I did see a GT car in the wall in the background there a little bit earlier.
Yeah, no, it definitely caught him, and it caught him down at, I think it was turn somewhere maybe, if I just have a look at him there, I think maybe it was in between 11 and 12 somewhere, maybe at a Puon or heading down to campus, but he picked up a lot of curb, and the car was certainly on its way. I'm not sure if there's any contact, I don't believe so, with Matty Clark, however,
No.
dearly.
Yeah, the boys are just picking up on the replay there at the moment, J-Man.
Yep.
And definitely no contact between Matthew and Gunther there. And Gunther having really to just get back. get back on it. Because it just, so many cars filing past him. He's really got to just sort of knuckle down and try and get that car back in a healthy position, but definitely in recovery mode at the moment.
Yeah, and so early in the piece, Will Dixon got a lot of pace on at the moment. Just gone personal best or session best in sector 1, however he was. The fast guy out there last lap round, he was in there on a 204.3 versus Nathan Bewley's 204.7, so he made up a little bit there. The gap is 2.5 seconds between those, plus 5.5 back to Ben Collins. So that's the top 3 in the hypers at the moment. However, Noah Reid at the moment is just really stretching the legs now. He's got that gap out now to 3.1 seconds over Isaac. And Matty Clark has a decent chase now on Isaac Ichikawa with the absence of Gunther Rowe out of that picture. Is really just focus now on Ichikawa. So that is the top 3. The GD3 class as well, but still plenty more going on. Pete Dawson with a good showing there, and he is leading the 4-way charge between himself, Martin Richards, Steve Crossland, and Kostas Makrolos, and that is for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th in class.
At the front of Clark on Ichikawa, those guys in battle well and truly.
Yeah.
And then this train of cars, J-Man, led by Pete Dawson. Let's just see if we can get a real shot out of PD's car here. So he's got this lot. Martin Richards, Steve Crossland, Kostas Makrolos, J-Man, but you don't have to look too far back. There's actually... oh, no! He's put the curse on him.
Who was that?
PD. Is that PD?
Okay.
That
Pete
is...
Dawson.
It is.
So once again, what was that? Was it a bit much curb? Came in, he looked like initially like he was a little wide of the apex. He gathered it up and then just corner exit, just laid down that power a little hard. Maybe some traction control settings need a little bit of amendment there, but that would have hurt that car for sure.
Yeah, a little bit too much inside curve there, J-Man. You just got out over the curb. You know the little cobblestones on the inside of some of those curves there?
Yeah.
And it definitely unsettled the car. And
Matty Clark now.
Tough
Sorry,
stuff.
mate. Matty
Tough
Clark
stuff.
getting racy.
Yeah, so Clarkie chasing down Ichikawa. Ichikawa and Clark actually a little bit of a gap there to Noah Reid. So Reid is pretty much dominating this GT3 part of the race here. You can see him in the background there. Let's talk about Nathan Bewley though, J-Man. Sparks are flying and way out in front over Will Dixon. Will Dixon on his way though. He's not letting him get too far. Although Bewley definitely got a commanding lead over the, what is that, the Cadillac? It is the Cadillac, isn't it, for Will Dixon?
Yeah, it is. And yeah, he's doing a nice job, 203.6.
Look what's going on in the back here, though, between Tags and Collins. and they've got Goddard tagged right on the on the back of them. What are they, all three Peugeots there? Got a nose to tail.
Yeah, they are. They're all Crossland just putting a move on now. He's up 5 spots, looking to make it 6 as he goes around the inside, which becomes the outside of Martin Richards. Sorry, Davo, for the breakaway there.
Yeah, no, we got that.
The 43 Simblex car certainly on the move. I see my data come up. He was up 5 spots. Now he's up 6 to be provisionally P4 in class. And it's a bit of a window now to try and get back to Matty Clark, who's, like I mentioned, really putting on the pressure onto the back now of Ichikawa. Yeah, good stuff, Sue. Yeah, well, Noah's certainly turned up, and man, just even this lap alone, he's gone magenta for the GT3s in Sector 1. So interesting to see. Not so good in Sector 2, but interesting. He's in there on a 19.0, and he just bettered that with another 19.0 with a 008. So 67 car has got it all figured out here at the moment over Ichikawa, who's got Matt Clark on the inside at La Source. Clark gives him a tickle up 2 on the exit. So he just says, mate, I'm here. Welcome back to the racing, Isaac. .2 seconds of distance now, the difference now, Davo, between Will Dixon and Nathan Bewley. So Dixie's got the bit between his teeth and trying to hunt down Nathan Bewley, and he's doing a nice job of it. So we are going to have a battle, I think, shortly for the lead of the Hypers. And Ben Collins loses it at the bus stop chicane, and that allows Teague and Goddard to go straight through. Also, Chris Fraser's going to pick that spot up. It's all going on here early in the piece. It's only lap 6 of a predicted 27 or 28 laps, and he's put himself amongst company with Lee Perkins and Benjamin Ware. It's a little bit going on at the moment, viewers. Davo, plenty to see. Okay, so just trying to pick up here. Did I miss something between Matt Clark and Isaac Ichikawa? Because the data's now saying that they are 6th and 7th in class, Davo. What did I miss?
We'll pick up on the Matt Clark. I think we're picking up on here. Actually, here we go. Replay on Matt Clark. Yellow flag incident up inside Ichikawa. Tap on the guard. Takes Ichi out. And both of them lazily re-enter the track. Several positions down, J-Man.
Yeah, so Tuckton now 6th and 7th in class respectfully. They could see Fodolo, Merkelos, Richards and co ahead of them, crossing as well.
So they didn't actually lose too much on the guys that actually rolled past them. But it's spotted Fodolo in between that group and them. So that is going to become a very busy group. Who was that? Somebody just rolling. Was that someone rolling out of the pit lane? It was too.
No, Dylan Jordan with a spin at the final turn, I believe.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And so there you go.
Like
so what are we? 45. So we're around about that 15-minute mark, and we have seen the Hypers come through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that was definitely something going on there. Awesome. Okay. It was Lawrence. It's Lawrence coming out of the pit lane. There it is.
Yeah. Harry's been in there for some time.
Yeah. So
2 laps down.
Yeah. So that was the Lawrence car that I was seeing showing up on my data there. Nice work. And now Lawrence, yeah, catch up time below. Where is Shane Fotterdo? Gifted a position, J-Man. Or two,
Yeah.
mind you,
Yeah.
for
Couple of
Ichikawa
spots.
and Matthew Clark. So nice work for him as well. Costas Bakalos just in Martin Richards. Very close in front of him. Crossy leading that pack, J-Man, and doing a stellar job. So basically second in class there, over just behind Noah Reid.
Yeah, and I was going to mention Noah Reid with obviously the performance he's putting on, and I was quietly just watching his energy on the car, and it was a little lower than some of the other guys I was sort of looking to. However, with that incident between Ichikawa and Matty Clark, it's certainly given him a nice little buffer during the pit stop exchange when it does happen. 11.7 seconds is the margin, and I think that kind of dictates that he's out of the danger zone effectively from any undercut at this point of time. But good performance from Noah, and certainly interested to see what shapes up in the near future between Ichikawa, Clark, Fotterdo, Macrolos, Richards and Crossan, because they're all there. Oh, Shane Fotterdo incredibly loose out of, where are they? Was that a Rouge? I think it was.
Okay, how many minutes are we in? Is this the first overtake? Woo!
No, I already called it. Was well back. Was 15 minutes in.
Oh, damn. Neither of us got it right.
No.
It's a good pace from the GT3s. That's what that tells me, J-Man. Right there.
Very good pace.
Yeah.
So Burley, and this is where Dixon. This could
look at this going on in front here. Oh my!
There's already a half a second gain already this lap from Will Dixon by way of maybe where Nathan caught the traffic. Stretches back out again, so it was a little favourable in the next sector for Burley. It's gone back out to 2.7. It's down to 1.5. So it's purely a luck and timing issue here where these guys catch the traffic, because there's places that they just cannot do anything.
No, you know it. And when they can't get it done, J-Man, it's just like the amount of time they lose, isn't it? Is amazing. Like we could see the other hypercar. Yep. You could just see it up in the distance there from this camera shot here. But he's probably doubled the gap just in that last little exchange there from Will Dixon, getting caught up in traffic. You know, pretty much drawing a short straw there. A little. So plenty going on. Cadillac, Alpine out in front. Nathan Bewley leading the way.
The business stretches it back out to 3.7. Couple of old sparring partners I can see out on track too as well. Shane Fotterdo, Costas Macrolos, no strangers to each other in the past on track. Both seen each other out there before, so and Shane really going to work. A lot tidier through Erosion Ready on that time. Tucked up underneath the wingers, the Mercedes from the McLaren now shows the nose to the inside really early, as we see some of the hypers still going past Crossland. And I think that was Martin Richards also. So Shane Fotterdo gets that done before they tip into Lacombe's.
More hypers coming through now, J-Man. We'll just stay. We'll stay out of the rear of the Mercedes of Shane Fotterdo here. So
yep,
we can see Ichikawa in the background, and that's Costas directly behind him. And Ichikawa in the background, but here comes the hypers. There's Fraser. Hayden Tegg is the next one on that list. It won't be long. Here it is. Look at the pace. Oh,
awkward down there.
So more fatigue than anyone
That's a
else.
campus.
There he goes.
He gets it done before Stavelot, but look in the background, you've got all sorts going on. You've got
So more hypers coming. I think there's 3 of them there. So there, past the Mustang. Look at them coming. Watch them run up the hill here. Watch the pace. Like you mentioned, J-Man, there's parts of this track here where the GT3s do definitely hold their own, but here they come. Look at them all.
It's hard to watch.
And they're in a battle of their own.
Oh, who was that off on the infield at the bus stop chicane?
Wasn't one of the hypers.
It was...
Tell you that right now. So there you go. Wow. Adrian Kramer, GT3 car maybe. Yep. Let's have a quick sticky beak. One of the Aston Martin. I think he was right at the back end of all of that group there. What have we got on there? He might have actually just got out of the way there, but there's Nathan Bewley there. We're just picking up on screen here. Sparks literally constantly coming out of the bottom of that car. How low is that? We just watched this here. Bewley. Oh, okay, so that was a bit of a net Cody thing going on there, so we won't go and delve into that too much.
But, you know, during all of that process, look at that now.
Wow.
I called it, you know, Bewley was out to 3.7. Now it's back to 1.2. Was 0.9 a second ago. So just the varying places of traffic, we can just see what it does. However, Noah Reid now, he's just got to negotiate. Obviously, Chris Fraser coming through, but Reid out to 13 seconds. Bewley 1.2 over Dixon. Check up on the progress of Ichikawa and Matty Clark. They are on the back of Costas Makrolos, who just in the recent past got overtaken by Shane Fodderdo. Welcome to LMU.
Welcome to LMU. You know it. Just still got cameras on Noah Reid. I think that's the last of the hypers. Just sneaking past him there. I think, is that... No, that was Robbie Mitchell. Oh, okay. Ben Collins has run deep.
Very.
Okay, these guys. Oh, and we see it up there. I think that was Teggles. Massive lockup into one there. Yep. The hairpin before he drops down the hill. I'm not sure how the hypers deal with flat spot front tires, J-Man, through a rouge.
Find out. Didn't phase him through a rouge and ready on at all. He absolutely bounced it through there. Dixon now, what am I saying? 0.5 is the margin. He's right on the back of Nathan Bewley, showing some pace. Last lap round was a 3:4.94 for Nathan Bewley, which was a session best. Didn't get a read on Dixon's. Might have had a little bit of a track infringement in there, but he is right there, and he is on a personal best, sector 1. He's right in touch at the moment with Nathan Bewley as well, Dixon. However, when we get to the infield, the mid part of the lap, this is where Bewley really shines and manages to just stretch the legs a little bit. So an 18.916 fastest lap for the GT3s versus a 2:03.4 for the Hypers. So that is Nathan Bewley for the Hypers and Noah Reid for the GT3s. Very, very consistent laps too. So we take a quick look at the energy. Noah Reid now down to 47.5%. Don't get a read. Using around, by the looks of stuff, he's using around about 5%, 4.8 to 5% energy a lap. Martin Richards, Dave, having a good battle. Also with Steve Crossan, another new name for us out there in the Lamborghini.
Nice work. Just picking up on a little bit of action from, I think it's inside the Cadillac there, with a little bit of cardboard fibre action.
Cardboard fibre?
Oh, that's what it looked like anyway. Like a bit of cardboard fibre going on, and then, well, it's America, you know.
America.
That's what, America. That's what they do. Bit of cardboard fibre. Anyway, so yes, out of Mr. Richards, J-Man, and literally jumping out of a rouge there. We have seen this before. I think we've done a couple of spa streams over the last couple of weeks, and always spectacular as they come out and up over the crest of the hill there. Some little bit of airborne, or at least front wheel action there. A little bit of wheel standing going on there, so nothing wrong with that. Yes, and tucked in behind, who is that off? Somebody well out of place.
In the Lexus?
Yes, in one of the Lexi. Might have Morgan Gibbs. I think it was Mr. Morgan Gibbs.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, just stepping out of the way there nicely. Seeing the fast guys coming through. So...
Okay, flashing yellow. Who's that there for? It's Ben Goebel in the Mustang. Unfortunately, no rear wing on that. Stuck out in the kitty litter.
Oh no, you serious?
So that'll be yellows down there in sector 2. I believe he's probably somewhere near 11, 12. I think by what I can pick up.
Oh yeah, no, that's very naked looking Mustang. Let's see if we can pick up on a replay of that J-Man. Who is that? That is Ben Goebel.
Yeah, that thing will be a challenge to bring home, and he's already facing the challenges.
Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody asked for it, but you're getting it anyway. Here's a replay. Ben's probably doesn't want to see it again either. But here it is, Ben. Etched into the interwebs from this point on.
Locked in.
There it is. But he carries on. You just see, it's just like, it didn't even faze him. It's just like, bam, saw the thing fly off into the crowd. He's just like, yeah, no, I got this. Oh, shit, he might not have had that one. But anyway, we are going to carry on. And he will get that thing back to the pits. It's looking a little bit secondhand, but nice work, Ben. And we don't... We don't know actually, because we don't actually drive these things, but we have heard these things are very tough to drive without those things on the back there.
Yeah. Just a little note that's come up on my data, Davo. Watch out for a recovering George Goddard. We saw him a little bit of mischief early through Rouge. Lap 1. However, watch this car, the 96 car. Over there with a 202.807, fastest hyper in the field by some margin.
That's impressive.
Just clocked a 2037 last that round. However, does hold the fastest lap of the race and finds himself around about 6 seconds off the lead of this race. Obviously, the top end of town, though, you can see it on your screens if you go there, Davo. Will Dixon has come to play. And Nathan Bewley, he is in the crosshairs right now, so...
Yeah, definitely. And look, that is a sizable chunk, isn't it? That best lap from Goddard there, Joe, man.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
That is... that's a flex right there. I suppose as is Noah Reed's over the competition as well.
Yeah, it is impressive to see the 18.9 there. I think the next best somewhere in the mid-19s. So good stuff to see. We got couple of cars out. Harry Lawrence out already. Lee Perkins called in the night. Ben Goebel in the pit box, and he's copped himself a penalty as well. He's copped himself a drive-through. So I'm not sure what happened there. However, it does have a pending drive-through penalty hanging over the Mustang at the moment. Plenty of repairs going on at the moment for the 231 Mustang at the moment as well. So tough night on the opening round for Ben Goebel.
Yeah, a few lessons learned, I think, across the whole field, J-Man, off and on. But yeah, just looking out of the back of Bewley's car there, the two red and black.
Yeah, so that was Dylan Jordan.
And
it
two
would have been
sister
Costas
cars.
Macrolos.
Yes, Costas car flying in formation there, but Dixon having to sneak past them together, as did Bewley, but Bewley just caught him in the right spot. Yeah, and again, we look over the rear wing of Bewley's car, just sparks, constantly flying these cars very low. That is Matthew Clark's car that he's just snuck on past.
Yep. So another tough call there. Will Dixon certainly didn't get the better run out of that. Goes 2.6 seconds behind Bewley now. Goddard probably didn't cop that at the right time as well. He was closing the gap, was about 5/7 back out to 6.7. So lost probably a second and a half in that exchange. Sorry, I just picked up on, I think that was one of those cars you're talking about, either Dylan Jordan or Macrolos.
Yep.
Oh, and there's a car that pulled over there. It looked almost like, just trying to see who that was. Gunther Rowe goes through on Ian Henderson. That's for 14th and 15th in class. So recovering Gunther Rowe. Oh, Matty Clark. George Goddard goes around the outside. So Matt Clark, I need to just check the data there. Okay, so Matty Clark stopped. Also Costas Macrolos been through the lane. So Matty Clark with an 11.6 and a 37.4 outright versus 11.6 for Macrolos and a 39.2. Gunther Rowe obviously been in for a stop. However, that was for, I think, repairs. And we saw Ben Goebel on the recent past copper drive-through, which he's still got hanging over him at the moment, Davo.
Yes, he does. You are correct, J-Man. So, where are we at? How many minutes have we got left here to go? We are well over halfway here by about nearly 5 minutes. So we would expect to start to see some pit stops, wouldn't we, Joe?
Yeah, starting to approach that time now. Obviously, got a bit in the tank, still in the 30-something% for a lot of these drivers. Obviously, Noah Reid, when we get down into the GT3s, those guys into the 20-something% now, high 20s. Saw a yellow in sector 2 come up. I'm not sure what that was for. So very efficient Nathan Bewley in the Alpine there with an average 4%, 5-lap average of energy burn. And managed just to stretch that out during that exchange in traffic too, Davo, out to 5.5 or 5 odd seconds.
Yeah, so they're handy gains, aren't they, Jamie?
Yeah.
Those little it's just timing, isn't it?
an 0.53 for Dixon, plays an 0.46 for George Goddard. Certainly coming good towards the right time of the races, Goddard. Nice drive from the Simblacks 43 car as well. Obviously kept himself out of trouble and sees himself second in class, some 16 and a quarter seconds behind Noah Reid at that though. So be a bit of head scratching going into round 2 if it stays the way it is, Davo, with the performance out of Noah Reid. I'm sure the likes of Matty Clark and
43 car,
I've
43
jinxed him.
car.
I've jinxed him. I'm sure I'd finished talking about him.
You did. You're past it. It's okay. I've got you back. So just kidding. I think he was just sort of getting tangled up with maybe one of the other an out of position GT3 car. I think we just saw one off circuit there. A little bit of dust. We can see the LMU car coming up.
It was the Morgan Gibbs car. Yep.
And just getting wrong place, wrong time. That car around. So bad luck for Crossy in the official Simblacks number 43. Aston Button as we go back live.
We're going to have it moved for second place potentially here. George Goddard and Will Dixon. He got a good run through the traffic out of
John
Stavelot down to Blanchimont.
Here we go.
He's really sent it down there.
Oh, he has too. Here we go.
Oh, little contact mid-corner there. Going to get away with it.
It's going. Drag race up to 1.
Can Dixie cut back down and get the drive out of here? Too good from Goddard through La Source. Going to go down to Rouge, almost side by side, I think. Yeah, here it is. Who yields? Oh, Goddard yields. Dixon grabs it back. It's a good run up the Kimmel Straight too. So what has that done, Davo, for Steve Crossland?
Not much, I tell ya.
Yeah, I'm still interested to see how it shakes out with Ichikawa, Crossland, and Dawson when it all pans out, because Matty Clark, as I mentioned, has made his stop. Grab 4 tyres in the process as well, so rubber certainly high priority. It's a great question, Sue. It's probably one for Davo.
No.
We can't on this totem, this particular one.
I'm driving a bloody tractor here, Sue.
Sue, I can give you some data. You clearly... Oh, you can see on Matchstream. Okay, so you don't need the data. You're just thinking for everyone else. You're so considerate. We love you, Sue. So if we have a little look here, just want to see this battle now. Oh, Dixon, Goddard changes again. Goddard in the front once again, down to La Source. Can he hold it this time? We saw how strong Dixie was. Out of La Source, down through Rouge.
They're racing like they're in GT3 cars, man.
They've got a GT3 car they're going to catch right in the middle of Rouge.
And that's Noah. That's Noah,
yep.
Isn't it?
It is Noah Reid. And they round him up nicely, but still, once again, superb performance for Dixon up the Kimmel Straight. And they're going to get tight here because Ben Goebel's there.
Oof.
Dixie through. Deep under brakes. Goddard, sorry. Holds it.
That is impressive, J-Man.
Still going on. Wow. And in the meantime, Nathan Bewley is checked out to the tune of nearly 9 seconds as these guys go to war.
Look, and to be honest, we're quite happy for Bewley just to run away with that while this goes on in the back, because these guys are more than putting on a show. Just these two cars alone.
Yep.
Here at Spa, and look, Spa, Hypercar and Spa. Look, who would have thunk it? It was going to be freaking awesome, and look at how close they are there.
There's certainly strengths and weaknesses throughout the lap from these two. We see how strong Dixon is through sector 1, and then we get through the middle. Goddard really good under brakes down here. Can he stop the car?
Oh, contact,
a little bit
contact. It's Goddard around. Dixon actually looks like he's shielding. He just maybe felt like that he might have just turned a little bit on Goddard there. Found the need to actually get off the throttle. It was clear there that he got out of it after clearing the corner. Just put Chris Fraser, I think it is, in the mix here, J-Man, as well.
Yep.
Because he can see these two boys.
So 17 and a half minutes to run. We've got Noah Reid burning down to about 11% energy left. Martin Richards 12.2, and he's currently second position in class as well. So the two new names for us, Noah Reid, Martin Richards, doing a stellar job in the opening round as we keep up to speed with all the hyper goodness going on at the front between Dixie and Goddard. Fraser in the mix now as well. So that's become a three-way for effectively the podium. But yeah, very much just looking to see Matt Clark gone for an early strat on this one, and these cars that are running late, if I look at their energy and the timer counting down, they are not going to need a lot. Remembering Matt went early, put on 4 tyres, so can he make that tyre advantage work? The timer running down, that'll be the question. And how much longer does around about 9% energy get Reid, Richards, Ichikawa? We know that Matty was battling with Isaac. He's currently third in class at the moment, and can see Richards just up the road in front of him. They're heading down through Pulon at the moment, heading towards campus now. So it's going to be an interesting one. If I look at the numbers, I think Matty is around, try and crunch the numbers. We know it took him around 30 something seconds to get in and out, and he is currently sitting around about 40. I'll check a box here to get the data right. There's so much going on with this.
With the usually we only have a splattering of LMP cars, J-Man, but this time we've got a good chunk of the field here.
So
in the fast car. Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, he looks very, very good to undercut Ichikawa here and potentially put pressure on Richards. So Matty Clark might have read this call pretty well. So Chris Fraser, has he made a pit stop? Yes, he has. So 10.8 seconds sees him 36.8 outright. That's what took him out of the battle off the back of Will Dixon and George Goddard. So he's got that done with around a quarter of an hour to run. Finds himself just coming up underneath Ben Goebel.
Yeah, that was Goebel in one of the Mustangs there, Jamie. And and then the BMW, I think it's
Jason Morris.
Yes.
Yep.
So just steadily, and no heroics here either for Fraser. Just getting it done, keeping it calm, making the moves on the GT3.
So I'm expecting Noah Reid in this lap. Davo, he's currently got
Oh, no,
3.9%.
Fraser.
Oh dear.
No contact with the fence though. Puts him back behind that Mustang and the BMW of Morris and who was it? I think it was Goebel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back on the mission again, past the Mustang, now past the BMW, here he comes. Has to do it all again. I was just saying how cool and calm he was doing it at all, but they're just an unforced error there. A little bit of a pinch of the rears there. Yes, and Reid in the pit lane, and one of the
Ian Henderson.
Is it Hendo?
Oh,
yep.
That's a fast stop. 12.4 on the jacks for Reid.
And that is the Lamborghini of Martin Richards also rolling into the pit lane now too, J-Man.
No tyres for Reid though. Oh, hang on. Sorry, no, that's the wrong one. Hang on.
What do we got? 12 and a half minutes to run.
4 tyres. Also, Martin Richards leaving the lane, and no tyres on my calculations for Martin Richards. Oh, sorry, it's just come up on the data. Yep, 4 tyres.
There you go. A little bit of in-car from the leader of the GT3s at the moment, J-Man, Isaac Ichikawa. We'll just sit back and just watch Isaac at work in the Mustang for a moment.
Just an update to viewers. I think that Matty Clark early stop is going to see him grab second position in class behind Noah Reid. Noah Reid in and out, got the job done, got a good margin as well. He's got around about, I think, somewhere around maybe 18 odd seconds over Matt Clark, somewhere around there. However, Matthew Clark is definitely on fuel saving mode. We saw it from the chat from Sue, and I can easily see it by the way he's driving. Lots of early lift and coast from the number 2 car. So a little bit to try and work with here for Matty Clark with 10 minutes to run in this one. And he comes out right beside Ichikawa. Oh, so if it wasn't tough to manage now, it's going to be super tough, Davo, because try and lift and coast and save fuel with a hard charging Ichikawa. If I look at the numbers...
Sorry, I already just walked back in. What's going on?
Sorry, mate. Sorry, and if I look at the numbers, Ichikawa, he's taken on I think he's taken on enough fuel and energy here.
Yeah, so he's obviously been in and out of the pit lane there. That was Matty Clark rolling past him there. Let's try and pick up on a replay here because Davo had to run away for a moment.
Yeah,
so here we go.
First
Matt Clark.
Finish.
Yes, absolutely. Matt Clark.
Okay, so Sue giving us the heads up that he thinks he's okay, so maybe he saved enough.
Crew Chief Sue.
Those early laps.
So we see Matt just run around the final corner here, or is it the first corner? I'm not sure. They change it up on us all the time at Spa here, but we're just picking up on a little bit of a replay. I think, is it? That's going to run out. There you go. So anyway, here we are. So now Ichikawa, Isaac, in tow. Reed out in front of J-Man. I don't think that's going to change without
18.5 seconds.
Yeah, a major error. J-Man, what's going on with the hypers? Come on, fill me in.
Yeah, look, it's George Goddard, Will Dixon. Basically, that's the fight for second and third. Fraser a fair bit back after we saw that little incident. Bewley got a good handle on this, 13.5 seconds in the lead. And, you know, Bewley's not one to normally relinquish something like that. So, very much in control at the moment.
Just on board with Goddard there, coming up behind Shane Potato, I think it was, J-Man, and a big chunk of opposite lock. Well, I think on the scale, when it comes to hypercars, massive amount of opposite lock there. So, and that he has definitely lost some ground there on Will Dixon. Dixon definitely on his way. Now, the pressure's on. Dixon. We saw him do this. We saw him do this with Fraser, didn't we? Just like chipped away.
He did this with Goddard, right? So this is where he's strong. So Dixie down here and through Rouge Radiant, he's super strong. However, there's a couple of cars to contend with this lap round.
A couple of TT cars.
Yeah. So there's the first one. They're both going to get that. However, both of them going to meet the Porsche of Ken Dugdale right in the wrong spot. And I think Dixie's going to get the better of this as he goes outside.
Whoa. Wow.
Actually has a lift because I think he maybe just thought about the track limits that he just took there. And it's play on. However, Matthew Clark, sorry to break away from that. Matty Clark through Puhon with a huge moment.
Yeah. Wow.
Still going on. Everywhere you look. If Isaac can pull this off, that's a beautiful inside, outside, inside. Gets it done on Matty Clark. J-Man really testing the camera guys.
Yeah, Clark actually sideways got outside rear right there, out on the ripple strip there. Very sideways in the Porsche here. Look at this. Pretty much zero contact from those two boys running through the chicane down at the bottom of the hill there, J-Man. And very disciplined driving from both those boys. We commend them. We applaud them. These two guys are very much class acts, J-Man. Oh, man. Man, it is all going on. Dixon. Goddard. We got Fraser in the background. Coming through the field at hyper pace. It's all down. We got less than 5 minutes. Viewers, here we go. Matt Clark watches the sparks fly once again from the Bewley car as he rounds him up. That would have to be, what, the fourth time, I think, maybe, J-Man?
Yep.
That the hypers have been past the GT cars here tonight, at least 3. So nice work. The Ichikawas, the Matthew Clarks, all they can do is sit back, watch the sparks fly. No, Reed will be the next one in the crosshairs of Nathan Bewley.
Good battle. Costas Macrolos, Ken Dugdale will be going on as well. So a little pass exchange there as well in the recent pass. But for me, still a fight on for second and third on the podium for Dixon and Goddard. Oh, Reed got a good handle on this one. Like I said, got the better part of 18.5 to 19 seconds over Ishikawa. Matty Clark trying to hang on here. Probably gets incentivized by a little bit of a run wide there from
a little
Ishikawa.
bit.
Yep.
It's only little.
Bevelot or Corby Frere.
So Clark, ever so slight mistake there. We saw J-Man with the Porsche, and again it just looks just a little upset.
He's
Clark's
pushing.
Pushing, but I mean, still probably coming to terms with the Porsche. At the end of the day, J-Man, who is that actually coming up behind him now? Is that that is Dixon. Here he comes. Here they come.
Yep.
So that is Matt Clark. Oh, and Ichikawa! As Goddard goes round. Ah!
Look at the run.
Dixon.
Look at the run that Dixon gets in the back of shot.
The flash of the head on Ichikawa.
Oh, he
Ichikawa's
doesn't
just...
clear him.
Well, he didn't need to. There was still a pretty healthy gap here. There it goes. There's the clearance, J-Man. But it is...
Only just.
Wow. But it probably cost him maybe 2 car lengths on that chase. You're right, J-Man. So it's... Wow. Very, very close. We're winding down under 2 minutes. Here, these guys will get one more lap out of this race. Nathan Bewley on his way up the hill. Sparks are flying out in the sand, J-Man.
Yeah,
wow.
long way out there, coming out of Corby Frere.
That was getting, like he just got around Noah Reed. So there you go, Bewley and Reed.
Yeah.
With 1 lap to go, pretty much nose to tail. The 2 leaders, Hypers and a GT cars, J-Man. Go figure. Bewley, 20 seconds to go, J-Man.
Yeah, so this is the final lap.
Will Dixon still getting through traffic. Goddard well behind now. Fraser on the chase. Nice work for Fraser there as he just rounds up Ichikawa there. So nice work. We are in one of the Hayden Degg in one of the players, Ben Collins on track and up and out of Rouge. No, Reed, like we just mentioned, leading the GT3 class. Isaac Ichikawa. Actually, we just stay over here because he's got the Cadillac. It's Cadillac just sneaking up through and in around behind him. Getting past, I think it's Aiden Afriki. Yes, it is, in the all black Mustang. So yeah, no Reed, Isaac Ichikawa, and then Matty Clark. 1, 2, 3.
And so Bewley crosses the line.
Bewley crosses the line, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, round 1 here at Rainlight Racing's LMU Series 13. Awesome stuff. St. George Goddard. J-Man, what a cracking race. Chris Fraser across the line. Ben Weir in the Alpine. They're a cranky looking car, those. Hayden Tagg in one of the first. Ben Collins not actually too far behind Taggles there, so nice work, Tags. Looks like you had some competition there in Ben Collins. Robbie Mitchell out, Lee Perkins also out of that field of hypercar. No RE in GT3s, Isaac Ichikawa, Matty Clark, they've all actually dropped to the pit, so I can't show you the cars. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, J-Man, where are we going from here? Who are we talking to?
Look, we'll mix it up week to week here. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to unpack. However, I think for round 1, we will go straight to class winners, and we'll grab Nathan Bewley down on the box first for a bit of a chit-chat. We'll see what sort of time we've got. However, it will be Nathan Bewley from the top spot, doing it really, really convincingly in the end. Bit of pressure early, however, got a nice breakaway. Nathan, you got us on comms?
Hey boys, how's it going?
Mate, good to see you back in the hyper, my friend, and going super fast once again. Look, well hooked up tonight. Just give us a bit of a rundown. Did that all go to plan, or a few moments in there?
Yeah, a couple of moments. Like obviously in the practice, I tried a setup and it didn't really seem to, there was for the actual track, and it didn't really seem to work that well. So changed it to a different track, and yeah, it seemed to work pretty well. And then yeah, during the race, a couple little moments. It seems like this thing is, if you bang the gears down, not too fast, but if you just do it like that little bit too fast under braking, it literally just locks the rear quite easy. And yeah, I had a couple of those, a lot of little moments, but I had that one bigger moment in front of Gunther. I was literally didn't mean to spin in front of him, you literally just push that brake a little bit too hard and downshift at the wrong time, with just that little bit, and it just literally just goes on you.
Yeah, nice. And look, well managed too. The energy, really, really efficient too as well. The Hyper, as far as its energy usage, and the car looks super solid. Lots of sparks. Should have kind of gave us an indication. A pretty big aero package here for Spa on that thing tonight. Looks super comfy through Rouge and Radeon. Lots of sparks early. We're sort of gauging it based on the amount of sparks it creates, how early down the Kimmel Straight, and looked like you were certainly had the setup locked in, albeit you said you maybe have been soul searching or searching through the toolbox early. You certainly nailed it for the race.
Yeah, like I said, boys, it was a completely different track, so I literally didn't really even change that. So yeah, the ride height was probably a bit low for the actual track and all that. And yeah, it probably looked like it was quite fuel efficient on the VE, but it was literally, obviously because it's a different track to the actual setup, it had less fuel in it, so I was trying to fuel save to save it, because I literally had a lap less than what I was supposed to have, and I was literally trying to save it, but it literally just wasn't covered. So yeah, I think that's probably why it looked like it was saving quite a bit compared to the other boys, and because it was just literally trying to save enough to then be able to come in. But yeah, that didn't really work out, and I just seemed to come in probably a lap earlier than maybe most people.
Yep, and out there tonight, catching traffic. Obviously, you orbited the GD3 field around, what was it, 4 times in the end?
Yeah, I think 3 times.
Was it
Mate,
3
it,
times?
it could be 3 or 4. Yeah, it's good. It's kind of hard because you literally come up to them and they've got their own battle, but you're trying to focus on getting through them as fast as thing, and then you literally can't even remember. Unless you literally remember, like, just say someone's car livery, you're literally kind of thinking, how many times have I passed this person?
Yeah. And not too bad though. Obviously, look, we commented a couple of times, Nathan, about there's certain corners where even the GD3s are quite gripped up aero-wise in the corner, and unless you do it before the corner, if you turn up in the middle of the corner, there's times that look like you pretty much just got to tuck in and wait and catch them on acceleration on the way off.
Yeah, because what do you call it? These things are very aerodynamically, efficient compared to a GT car. But then when it comes to the lower speed quarters, even though here a lot of them, when we caught them were high to medium speed, but if you catch them in a low speed quarter, they've actually got, because of their more weight and all that, they've got better mechanical grip than you. So you kind of like sit behind them until you can, and then like you say, get a punch out of a quarter to get the acceleration going. And couple of the boys who were racing all that in the GT category, and even in the hypers, some new people and all that. And yeah, for me, there wasn't any big moments, that I say coming like passing anybody or anything like that. And I mean, even if there was, hey, we've all made like little mistakes and all that before. And I'd say to anybody, if they're listening and all that. Have fun and all that, but hey, don't feel disgruntled, anything. If you've had like, just say one bad race here, come back, because there could be multiple other opportunities to have good races and all that. And yeah,
Well said. Well said.
like I said, all of us, we've started before, I think a couple of the boys even said like it was their first league race, so that's awesome for them,
Yeah.
So as long as they don't feel like, oh my god, I've made like, just say someone's life hard or something because I've accidentally done something wrong or something, it's like, hey, we've all got to learn and we've all been there. I can't say myself, oh, I'm perfect. I've never made a mistake. If I'm in the slower car or faster car compared to the other category, so it just happened. But other than that, I'd say 98% of the time that I went through people, it was completely fine. I think I only had like one moment, and it was literally just 2 GT cars, and they were literally like, I think one GT car was zapping another one, and I was like right there, and they might have tried to like get out of the way of the GT car and didn't realize that I was there, but I was well aware of like what was going on and just went in there nice and easy, and we all got through and we got to the end, so that's the main thing.
100%, mate. Well, look, well done on tonight. Great way to open the account into season 13. Fantastic, and put on a hell of a show. Great lap times right throughout the night, Nathan. And look, once again, if you're here down here having a chat, you've obviously done something good throughout the night, and opportunity, mate, to shout out your sponsors or your supporters.
Just the normal friends and family, and obviously, the drivers and all that, well, look at this, we've got a bigger field than, what I can remember.
Yep.
Obviously, new drivers and all that, so that's awesome. And yeah, like I always say, they're the ones putting on the show. If it was just me and you two, it'd be a pretty boring show, So awesome.
Hey,
for
whoa.
them it'd be less entertaining. There we go. Sorry about that, boys. You guys go put on a mega job. Just the viewers and all that, because like I say, especially people, they might be newer to sim racing or have people that they cheer on, and hey, their commitment to being able to come in on a Monday night to watch the stream and all that, and also cheer on their favourite drivers and all that.
Yeah. Awesome stuff, mate. Well done, mate, and appreciate the time you take for a chat with us, and
for sure,
no doubt. Be putting on another good show next week. Thank you, Nathan Bewley on P1.
And congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you, boys. Yeah, and great job on the stream. I'll be looking forward to it tomorrow.
Awesome,
mate.
Very busy night. Plenty going on, Nathan. So you'll enjoy it.
Nathan Bewley, and look, next one.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got,
This
Jamie?
may be a little bit new, but is that have we got Noah Reid in the box?
Has he got to push the talk button?
Oh, he may have pushed the talk. Anyway, if I've grabbed the right guy, which I'm pretty sure I have. Welcome to the chat, and I said this a couple of times during the broadcast. Enter the chat, Noah Reid. new name for us, and certainly anybody out there in the grid tonight is going to know who Noah Reid is, because put on an absolute clinic in the GT3 car. Finished a good 18-something seconds, I think it was, up the road from our usual suspects, Matty Clark at Chikawa and co.
Yes.
So what about now, Reedy? You got us on comms?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Gotcha, mate. Gotcha.
Loud
Hey,
and
look,
clear.
welcome to the Matchfit hot box down here in the podium driver interview, mate. You're obviously here for a reason, and it's by way of lighting the timing tower up straight away in quali, and then secondly, putting on an absolute clinic performance in the race. Mate, give us a little bit of background. Where have you come from? Because you've clearly been somewhere before and turned up proper quick.
Well, I've just been here at home, sim racing away.
Yep.
I haven't been in any leagues or proper championship races before. This is my first one. Yeah, just been all by myself, and this is the first time that I get to race competitively.
Oh, wow. Well, that's impressive, mate. And look, talk to us a little bit about obviously being out there, and that's the first time out there competitively in league situation. How did you find the hypers coming through? Obviously, that might have been something new for you as well.
Well, I definitely didn't make it easy for myself. The hypers were fine enough, but I started qualifying with a stop and go penalty because I completely forgot about my pit limiter. I was very surprised to get a 2:18.4.
Yep.
And then, yeah, just continued with the race. It was a little bit sketchy towards the end. I definitely felt the rears going, but overall, I think I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. No, we certainly enjoyed. I have a couple of new names out there tonight for us, yourself,
Definitely. Yeah.
and I think, or Ian Henderson, and also Martin as well. So yeah, really impressive drive, mate. Obviously, we've been around here a little bit, and performances like that don't go without notice. And I think there's a few on the grid that are normally in the spot that you're in right now that would have certainly got their eyes raised and be wondering what they got to do come round two to try and run with you. But it was certainly a good start, right from the get-go, out of La Source and then down into Rouge, and then those early laps did a lot of the hard work, Reedy, and just backed it up right through the pit stops. You obviously had a strategy to play to and managed your energy, and I was watching when you did come in, and I think I called it, sort of said, at around about 4-something%. I think when I looked at you, about 3.7, 3.8 on your in lap, and got that stop done nicely and out with good fresh air and just banked on it, mate. And like I said, any performance where you have around 18 seconds, you've done the right job. So well done.
Thank you.
Obviously, new down here yourself, and we always give our drivers, obviously in the modern era, there's a lot of sponsored drivers or a lot of guys that want to reach out to sponsors or thank their friends or supporters, mate. So if you've got anyone to shout out, now's your chance, Reedy.
Well, a shout out to my mate Cameron Goddard, who jumped on the live stream when I messaged him, and I said I'd be on the YouTube. He's been cheering me on the whole race, so yeah, just shout out to him.
Yep, no, he's certainly been rooting for you throughout the stream, mate, and ourselves also. It was a fantastic performance, and congratulations on that one as well. Great way to start your opening account in league racing here at Rainlight Racing, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
There you go, Davo. So, Noah Reid.
Yeah,
That's the business in the GT3s.
Just stamping the label straight away on at Rainlight here, isn't it? It's just like, okay, I'm here, boys. And anybody notice?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, hey, look, it's pressing on for us. I see Isaac asking if we're going to do multiple interviews.
well, we just did, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did a couple. I think we will potentially do some more next week, and maybe just flick through them a bit. But hey, look, those top two tonight, we'll cover it off there. And look, well done to everybody else. Obviously, the podium in both classes.
Definitely.
Very, very impressive drives. Obviously, Reedy Ichikawa, Matty Clark, and also I think that goes without saying that I think with Bewley, and then we had Will Dixon and George Goddard as well, incredible. And then equally saying that some really outstanding drives tonight. I think the new guy who was that was Martin.
There was a few.
Yep. Just trying to look through my names here. So obviously Noah Reid really got our eyes rose. And then Jason Morris, he was a new driver. Martin Richards, I think that was an impressive drive as well. He wasn't too far off the back of the podium. So good stuff there. And we will look to try and cover off a little bit more maybe next week. However, I'll have to shorten them up each one, I feel, if we're going to try and get through 6 drivers.
Look, I know how you love a chat, Joe, man. So I'm just crunching the numbers now. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, 2 classes, 1, 2, 3 in each. That's 6 interviews. Do you know what?
Minutes.
I reckon the interviews will probably go as long as the race, maybe? Is that work out about right? Yeah. So,
yeah.
Hence why we don't do 6
Look,
interviews.
I'll leave you no time to pay the bills, Dave. You know, that's the problem. So, hey, look, J-Man will sign out. Appreciate all
You're
the
a
support
legend,
through the
brother.
chat box and the viewers and the drivers tonight.
Totally, man. Totally. Yes, thank you, viewers. Thank you for joining us once again here at Matchfit Entertainment for our Monday night coverage of Rainlight Racing's LMU Series Season 13. I got it right. I didn't intro it right, but I'm outroing it right. Season 13. And, look, what a great field of drivers it was tonight to kick things off here in round 1 at Spa. Thank you, J-Man. And thank you, everybody involved. Obviously, Matchfit Entertainment for bringing it to you live, viewers, here on the internet, and GAMAFLARE for fueling that, as well as I think we got a couple of other sponsors. You can see them there on the screen there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week. Where are we going to see you next week? We are going to see you in Barcelona. So, tune in next week. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the notifications. And join us next week at Barcelona for Rainlight Racing's LMU Series Season 13. Bye for now.